This was insane. Johnny Depp stood on the edge of everything, 100 feet up. The wind whipped around him. Below, the crowd was just a sea of tiny faces, all looking up. This was it, the death ride, a name that promised everything and nothing all at once. He held a thin safety rope, but it looked like a piece of string from this high up. The platform was a small metal square, barely big enough for his 2 feet. He looked so calm. It was the calm before the storm. The calm before 4 minutes that would feel like a lifetime. The photos from that moment are just wild. You can see the sheer drop. You can see the vast empty sky behind him. It looks like he's standing on the brink of the world. In one shot, the camera is right on his face. No fear, just focus. His eyes were locked on the thin metal bar stretching across the canyon. The crowd held its breath. You could feel the tension in the air. It was thick. It was real. The whole thing was designed to be quick. A 4-minute burst of pure adrenaline. 4 minutes from one side to the other. He would walk the bar, a thin ribbon of steel over a massive empty pit. No net below, just a long, long way down. The stunt was simple in design but impossibly complex in execution. The goal wasn't just to survive. The goal was to make it look easy, to make the crowd lose their minds. The dangers were obvious. A gust of wind, a slip of the foot, a moment of lost concentration. Any one of these could lead to disaster. The bar itself was a hazard, slick and unforgiving. Before Johnny took a single step, the safety team was a blur of motion. They were everywhere, checking every bolt, testing every anchor point. They pulled on the harness and the safety line with all their weight. The wind speed was measured over and over. A small medical team stood by, faces serious. You can see it in the photos. The focused expressions, the tools laid out perfectly. The crew worked with a quiet intensity. Then, the clock started. The first minute was pure grace. Johnny stepped onto the bar, close up, his feet carefully balanced on the narrow metal high above the ground. He did it so smoothly. It was like he was stepping onto a sidewalk. His feet, slow and deliberate, found their place on the cold steel. He moved his hands out, his body a perfect line of balance. The crowd was dead silent. All you could hear was the wind and the faint click of cameras. TV cameras zoomed tight to show how little room for error he had. He looked like he was born up there. At the halfway point, right over the deepest part of the pit, he stopped. This was the moment. He did a small, almost casual trick. He crouched, and in one fluid motion, he spun a full 360 degrees. The crowd let out a huge, collective gasp. The photos from that exact second are iconic. One a blur of motion, another a small smile like he was just having fun. The stunt looked flawless. But then, something went wrong. A sharp, metallic creak echoed through the air, a sound that didn't belong. A small bolt on a support strut had come loose. The bar vibrated, a tremor running through the steel. Johnny felt it instantly. He didn't panic. He froze a second, body adjusting. Below, the safety crew shouted, and the camera feed shook with the crowd's fear. The mood shifted in an instant. The confident performance became a desperate struggle for survival. The bar was still shaking. That loose bolt had changed everything. You can see the exact moment in the photos. Faces turned upward, mouths gaping in shock, twisting into horror. The festive atmosphere vanished. Raw fear took over. Johnny, halfway across, the ground seeming to pull at him. He had to make a choice. Go back, push forward. He pushed forward. Calm erased, replaced by focused determination. The slow, graceful walk was gone. His steps sped up, urgent. He was almost running. Each footfall was a gamble on the vibrating bar, the safety harness, his only real lifeline now. The crowd screamed his name, cheers of encouragement, cries of terror. He didn't look down. He only looked at the finish line. The far platform felt miles away. A photo, a sea of upturned faces, some showing hope, some dread. The final minute stretched like an hour. He was so close. With a final push, he lunged. His hands clawed the platform edge. He hauled himself over and collapsed, then raised his arms in victory. The moment Johnny was safe, the crew rushed to him. They wrapped him in a thick blanket. Hands checked him for injuries. He smiled, shaky, exhausted. His hands trembled uncontrollably. Adrenaline finally wearing off. Relief washes over the team. Hugs, tears of joy. A technician was sent to secure the loose bolt, a small piece of metal that almost caused tragedy. This is the stuff you don't normally see. Photos afterward are as powerful as during the stunt. They show the human side of the spectacle. The candid photo. Johnny on the platform, wrapped in a blanket, surrounded by his team, some laughing, some still wiping away tears. Pure, unfiltered emotion. The relief is palpable. They had all stared into the abyss together. They had all come back. Not just one man on a bar. The entire team put him there and brought him back. It was so risky. Johnny knew it. He spent weeks training, preparing his body, preparing his mind for those 4 minutes. He wore the safety gear. He trusted his team. And yet, things can go wrong. A single bolt can change the story. The photos don't lie. They make the story real. They show the razor-thin line between a legendary stunt and a terrible accident. People will be talking about Johnny Depp's death ride for a long time. Some will call him a hero. Some will call him reckless. Johnny said he did it for the feeling, the thrill of pushing to the absolute limit. He learned how small and how precious a single moment can be. The 4 minutes are over now.